that I survived and I ain't coming down. Squad, 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 baby, look around. See me coming, we slowing.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another breastfeeding video. So I got a lot of positive feedback from my last breastfeeding video, and I got some questions on nursing in public. So I decided to come on here with a quick video on some tips that I have that help me out for nursing. My first tip is to research and know your rights. Know your rights for each state. I will leave some links down below that give you the rights for breastfeeding during for each state. So I'll leave them down below. But make sure you do your research. Breastfeeding is completely legal in public. It's not illegal. Don't let anybody tell you it's illegal. If your baby is hungry, your baby is hungry. Feed your baby. You do not have to go to the bathroom or anything. I fed my oldest son in the bathroom once and vowed to never do that again. Never, ever, ever. I don't eat in the bathroom. Why should my kids eat in the bathroom? That's my whole stance on the whole eating in the bathroom situation. Second tip is to be confident and relax. Breastfeeding out in public is a little nerve-wracking, so it's only natural to be nervous about it. I mean, especially when you're doing it for the first time, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what's going on, everything like that. So it is a little nerve-wracking, but I would just say if you go out there and you're confident, it just makes all the difference. Even if you're not confident, even if you're not relaxed, just fake it till you make it. Like, just fake it. Fake it the whole time. Before being a mom and before breastfeeding, you get to wear whatever the hell you want outside, right? When you're breastfeeding and you know that you're going to be breastfeeding outside in public, you need to prepare for that. You have to prepare your outfits. You may even have to prepare for a change. So I would put like a change of shirt or something because you might get some milk on you or whatever the case may be. But I have a couple of things that I do outside, like that I wear outside, and I'm just going to share them with you. Always wear a nursing bra or a nursing tank. It just makes it all easier to breastfeed outside. So you're not fumbling with the bra, you're not fumbling with your clothes. You know, I showed you in the last video, it clips, it unclips. I do have one on right now, but I'm not going to show that. You can buy nursing shirts. They have those available. Do I own any nursing shirts? No. I have something in my eye. I'm sorry, guys. Do I own any nursing shirts? No. For my first kid, I had a couple of nursing shirts. But this go round, I didn't buy any nursing shirts because I didn't feel they were completely necessary. But they do have them. They're actually really cute. Now they're cute. Like 10 years ago, they weren't that cute. Now they're really cute. They have like slits, some of them on the sides, so you can do that. Some of them unhook on the top. They have like an undershirt and a shirt. Like, they're really cute. Motherhood Maternity sells a lot of cute like sweatshirts and everything like that. I thought I was gonna buy them, but then I just didn't. I don't know. The 2-shirt method. So there's a method, I'm pretty sure if you follow any like breastfeeding sites or breastfeeding pages on Instagram, you've seen it, the 2-shirt method. So the 2-shirt method basically is to wear a tank top underneath your regular shirt. So when you lift up to nurse, right? This is covering all down here. So this shirt will come down and your bra will come down and this will come up. But this is hiding under here, and baby is here. So baby is hiding the nipple. And then this, you can just like lay over it a little bit if you don't want that top part exposed or whatever the case may be. So the 2-shirt method is something I do often. I think that's why I never bought any nursing shirts. But the 2-shirt method is something that I do all the time. I wear 2 shirts. That's how I go outside. that's that. I have another one. So I have a burp cloth trick because during the holidays, right? During the holidays, you're at people's house, blah blah blah. I wanted to look nice. I didn't want to wear like two shirts. I didn't want to do any of that. So like, um, basically, I had to whip it out over the shirt, over the dress. This is for it's summer now, so I would say over the dress, over the whatever. You have to, whip it out over the dress. So this is a burp cloth. You can either fold the burp cloth and like just put it over it, and it'll act as a cover for your top, but it won't cover the baby because I know a lot of some babies don't want to be covered. So, especially because it's hot out now. But if you're wearing a dress or something, so what I did was I cut mine so it would be two and it wouldn't be as thick over me. So just cut in the middle where it naturally folds. All the burp cloths naturally fold. Then you can rip them so you don't have to cut the entire thing. Whoop, Jesus. You just rip them and now you have two. So you have one, you can put it over so it's not as thin. So this works out really well like if you're wearing a dress and you don't have like a button up over it. Another a pair of comfortable clothes would be a button up. Anything with buttons works because it's easy. Boom, 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 unbutton, choo-choo, and all that stuff. So baby covers you pretty nicely, so you shouldn't feel like exposed for the most part. Me, I don't have a nursing cover. I barely do this trick anymore. I just breastfeed in public. I have no shame in my game. I just do it. It's all good. The next tip I have for you is to smile. Put a nice big smile on your face while you're out there breastfeeding your baby. You're feeding your baby. Like, you're giving your baby the best food, nutrients possible. You are feeding your baby. This is not a time to be like nervous or anything. Just smile. And smile at people that are staring at you. I will say to smile at people that are staring at you because you could be helping someone out. There could be someone walking past you who is newly pregnant, newly nursing or something, and is scared to breastfeed out in public. You just giving eye contact, giving that smile, could give somebody the confidence that they need to do what you're doing, to basically say, it's okay. If you see me outside breastfeeding, I usually smile. If I see someone outside breastfeeding, I usually smile at them because it's perfectly natural. It's nothing wrong with it. Don't worry about what other people think about what you're doing for your baby, because you're doing what's best for your baby. I would say my next tip is to research the area. What I mean by research the area is research the place that you're going. So if you're going to like Target or whatever, I know Target and Bye Bye Baby have nursing pods. So Bye Bye Baby has an actual room that you can heat up milk in, you can pump in, you can breastfeed in, you can change in. It's like a big thing. It has nice chairs, everything. Bye Bye Babies is perfect. Target is really good because I know as a mom, we love Target. We love walking around Target, just looking, just whatever. We like Target, okay? We love Target. Target, you can go in the fitting room. So they have, I guess it's like a huge fitting room, and it's a nice nursing chair in there, and it's a table for you to charge your phone. Like, they have an outlet, you can charge stuff. It fits the stroller in there. It fits everything you need. So you just go to the fitting room attendant and just ask them to open the door. Like, I'm going in to nurse. I've nursed in Target before. I've nursed in Bye Bye Baby, so I know they have it. I believe airports have nursing pods. as well now. I don't know what they look like because I have not been in a nursing pod at the airport. Another thing I would say about scouting out the area is if you're going to party or whatever the case may be, ask, hey, is there room? Is there a quiet room I can go to so I can nurse? Because sometimes all the hoopla or everything that's going on around baby, it's distracting. It is distracting at a party. I have two stories to tell you about how I scouted the area. So my oldest son, when I first had my youngest, my oldest son had a birthday party he needed to go to with his friends, right? So I had text the mom first. Hey, I'm nursing. I just want to know, because it was at like a fitness gym or something like that. And I'm like, I just want to know, is there a quiet area that I can go to breastfeed? Is there a room? Is there something? Because all the kids screaming and the whole party, everything, it was just going to be a hot mess. So she was definitely nice about it. And she's like, I'll check. I'll make sure they open up one of the offices so you can nurse in the office. So that was a great experience. For holiday parties, for parties like with your family. So we went to a family member's house, and I had never seen anybody nurse in that house. I hadn't nursed in that house. What I did was I called, because I knew we were spending a lot of holidays there, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday parties for the kids, everything. So I called her and I asked her, was she comfortable with me breastfeeding like in the living room during the holidays, or breastfeeding at the table during the holidays with her kids. I just wanted to be sure. I just wanted to ask. And she's like, oh, it's no problem. It's no problem. It's no problem. You don't need to cover or anything. So that made me feel comfortable talking to her about nursing at her home before I came. So those are just some little things. Like, I feel like everyone is different. My son gets distracted very easily. So I like to go to a separate room sometimes to nurse, or else like I'll have milk on my pants. He'll have milk on his face. It'll just be a hot mess. So I just like to ask. And my last tip is try not to worry. Like, just try not to worry, because I feel like our energy, goes off to the baby. So if we're nervous, they're nervous. If we're scared, they're scared. It's like you got to be as calm as possible with your kids so they understand nothing is wrong. My oldest son, I breastfeed all the time around him. Make it normal for your kids, because I've heard a lot of people say, why are you breastfeeding in front of my kids? Like, my kid doesn't need to see that. And it's like, what do you mean your kid doesn't need to see that? Your kid watches dogs nurse. Like, why can't they watch humans nurse? We nurse too. It's all good. My son asks me questions. My oldest son, does everybody breastfeed? We've had conversations about it, how he was breastfed. And I think if you just make it more normal, like normalize breastfeeding. Normalize breastfeeding. And I especially want to say, in the time that we're in now, normalize black moms breastfeeding. You do not see a lot of black moms breastfeeding. We don't get as much information about breastfeeding as we probably should. In the hospitals, they will offer you formula because they assume all black moms use formula. You have to push and be an advocate for yourself and normalize it. Normalize. It's not a lot of black lactation consultants. Everywhere I've ever been, I've only seen white lactation consultants, and it's making me feel like maybe I need to go into that field and fill that void, because I feel so passionately about black women breastfeeding and knowing what to do. When I spoke to my grandmother is like, she never breastfed. She didn't breastfeed my mom. She's like, oh, all we knew was formula. All we knew was formula. I see, and I'm speaking just from my family. A lot of my family members didn't breastfeed. And I feel like it's because we don't have the information that we need to breastfeed. So, I just want to say normalize breastfeedings, but above all, normalize black moms breastfeeding, because we do breastfeed. Hey, second kid here. We do breastfeed. So, normalize it. Again, I want to say, don't worry. Don't worry about what other people think. You don't have to feel alone. You can bring somebody with you to breastfeed outside. If you know that you're like a nervous wreck or whatever the case may be, and you want to bring someone with you, hey, call your friend. Hey, do you want to go to the mall today? Hey, you want to go to Target with me today? Hey, you want to go to the park with me today? Any place, just so you feel you can just feel comfortable breastfeeding your child outside. And I always say this, I'm just going to end this video with this. I always say this. When in doubt, whip it out. Wherever you are. When in doubt, whip it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tips that I gave. These are just my tips. If anybody has any other tips, please leave them in the comments below for breastfeeding in public. I will be back with another breastfeeding video for this series. Stay safe, guys. Bye.